Welcome back to Take a Pitch.
Mike, that was perfect time right there.
I try.
We're happy to have back fan favorite Chris Macka.
Thank you.
Wait. What fan? His girlfriend?
His mom.
I have loads of fans, man.
Loyalists?
Our honorary Yankee analyst. And, welcome back, Macka. Thank you.
Thanks, man. Glad to be back.
Oh, I'm sure you are.
Yeah, you know what.
I mean, listen, man. What are we starting with? Let's see. Cause you were gonna give us the sales pitch, but you know, nothing to sell there.
This is like 4 weeks old.
Yeah, they fell down into.
They got a little decimated.
See, Macka says it's easy. Come to the dark side. You know, I got this great sales pitch. Yankees decided to just blow up his entire sales pitch.
It was great. Everything was going great up until everybody started pulling hammies. So I don't know.
Welcome to the life of a Mets fan.
Welcome to my life.
We don't pull hammies though. We have PCL laxity and bird flu.
There's like 3 hammies in the last a year.
Max, didn't you have bird flu?
Maybe 2.
No, I had swine flu.
Oh, Max had swine flu. Okay.
I had swine flu when I was younger.
Even better.
I had head, foot, and mouth though. That's for sure.
Yeah, like 2 years ago.
This is the doorknob.
4 years ago.
That's the whole doorknob started. That's how it started. The whole licking doorknob shit. And then COVID just happened to, just say, hey, listen, kept licking doorknobs.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah.
Yeah, listen, something about them doorknobs, especially the rusty ones.
All right.
Let's get into it here.
That's enough.
Speaking of COVID, though, the A's and Astros both had a positive test. They're supposed to play each other this past weekend, right?
I don't know. I didn't even hear about this, to be honest.
So the A's had a positive test. Nobody else in their traveling party had a positive test in the days following within all the testing. And the Astros had a positive test at their alternate training site. Yes. So they kind of...
very minor.
Yeah, I mean, that stuff's minor, but obviously, you don't want to see any more tests, positive tests.
No, just in the grand scheme of the other teams getting it. It's
it also
best case scenario, I guess.
It also delays the season, which is for them at least.
But we did find out who the Met is that has it.
Who?
Tomas Nido.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
And then the coach that had it is Gary 𝑑𝒐𝒏𝒒, third base coach.
Okay, that makes sense too.
I actually saw a post. It's like, why didn't the third base coach have this guy tag up? And I'm like, well, it's not actually a third base coach.
Who's been filling in at third base coach? Tony DeFrancesco?
Yeah, him.
Yeah, I was like, because the other day I was like, dude, who the hell is that first base coach? Who is this guy?
Yeah, they're shuffling the entire coaching staff because of this. Yeah.
Yep.
It's crazy.
Is it bad that I wished it was Ray Ramirez, but he's not on the Mets anymore?
Yeah,
that got COVID, or it was the third base coach?
That got COVID.
I think every Mets fan privately shares that same resentment, Mike.
For those who don't know.
We don't have enough time for that.
Ray Ramirez was the shitty trainer for the Mets for the entire duration of David Wright's career.
Our fandom.
Yeah.
And hey, listen, he might be with the Yankees right now at this rate.
Seems right to me.
But so COVID testing has been so far so good for those two teams. Still, Nido and 𝑑𝒐𝒏𝒒 still away from the Mets. That's really the latest in regards to COVID, though. There hasn't been much, thankfully, over the past couple weeks. Mm-hmm. Which is always a good thing, especially considering we've had, 3 days where we've played a full schedule of games? Maybe 2?
Yeah.
Well, besides Oakland and...
Pretty sure the other day it was
It was only the second or third one, right? Yeah. I mean, regardless, whatever they got to do to get some
going better.
Yeah.
It's going better than you would have thought after the whole outbreak with the Marlins started, the first week. first couple of weeks. It's
That-
definitely they've been doing a pretty decent job.
Yeah.
That's kind of exactly what they did though. They took that and they took it as a learning experience.
Mm-hmm.
Good, yeah, did the right thing.
And yeah. So what else we got today? We got the past week, Lucas Giolito, first no hitter of 2020 season, threw an absolute gem.
He was so close. So close.
Who'd he throw it against?
Oh, threw it against the Pirates, so
It counts.
it counts. They're still semi-major league.
Still technically a
club.
baseball team. He was so close to the perfect game too.
Yeah, what was it, an error?
One 4-pitch walk.
Oh, a walk. That's
Were
right.
were any of them close though? I didn't see.
I didn't watch the game.
Listen, you know what? Guy knows how to throw
probably.
no hitters though.
If he threw a no hitter, I'd imagine he didn't throw fucking 4 wild ass pitches.
Listen, you never know with some of these players.
I doubt it, but
Yeah.
go on.
I mean, the guy knows how to throw no hitters though. Threw one in the show, the Players League, right?
Yeah, 2.
Yeah, he did.
He threw 2, right?
Yeah.
He threw one in high school, I think, and then the minors.
He did it with 101 pitches too.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Pretty efficient.
What, 13 Ks, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, 13.
Damn. 30 swinging
That's a great
misses.
performance. Yeah, that's great.
That's impressive. I mean, yeah, it is the Pirates, and they have zero
Yeah.
offensive weapons.
Oh, they
until
have
now.
offensive weapons.
Until now.
They got
No,
Brian Reynolds,
Brian
Josh
Reynolds,
Bell,
yeah,
got a
Josh
couple
Bell,
Oh, true. Cole
decent
Tucker,
hitters,
yeah.
like,
Fire, yeah,
respectable guys.
and Frazier is not bad either.
Adam Frazier, yeah. But again, you know, they're not formidable threats other than Reynolds and Bell, really. Those are the only 2 guys you're really going to circle in the lineup. I mean, no? You don't think so?
I mean,
No, you're right.
yeah,
Yeah.
like that you're gonna stand out. Yeah, I mean, but like those list of names that were just listed off, I mean, I wouldn't take any of them as an easy out.
No, not at all.
necessarily.
I mean,
Maybe Colin Moran, but
yeah.
that's just about it.
And now they called up Key Brian Hayes, who we'll get into that later. Having a hell of a debut. Do you think we'll see another no-hitter this year?
No.
Probably not, but depends.
Yeah, okay, so I have the 4-pitch walk. Yeah, two or three of them like clipped the zone and you didn't get the call for it.
That's brutal.
Two definitely look like strikes to where the pitch location was. The other one was kinda, but
I mean, you say it's brutal, but it actually could have worked in his favor because you're getting like a 3-1 count. Next thing you know, you got to come throw a strike.
Right,
you got in the middle, give up a hit.
Right.
he did that in the 4th inning too.
Really?
Yeah, he walked Gonzalez. I don't even know who the fuck that is.
No clue. Now, obviously, with the 7-inning doubleheaders and shit, if a guy throws a no-hitter in a 7-inning game, are you going to count it as a no-hitter?
No, that MLB doesn't count it. Well,
MLB's not going to count it?
The MLB,
no, because the Yankees. No, they don't. They don't count it unless it's a 9-inning game. Because the Yankees were getting no hit the other day through like against Ian Anderson against the Braves through like 5 innings. Doesn't count. Said it all throughout the broadcast.
Why not?
no,
Because it's
that's,
a 7-inning game.
so it's weird that they don't count no hitters, but they count shutouts in a 7-inning game.
Yeah, that makes no sense to me.
Because I know.
Really?
I was listening to something in Dallas. Braden threw an 8-inning shutout. Complete game shutout.
Yeah, we talked about the weird no-hitters. That was an old rule, though. I thought they changed that.
I don't know.
I think you are right, Max. I think they did change it.
Yeah, because I remember when we mentioned that.
That was a very long time ago.
It was,
It was, what, like
a month and a half?
month and a half? Yeah.
Tell me, look into it. They said it all throughout the Yankees broadcast.
I mean, I believe you.
Yeah, I mean,
I wouldn't consider it a no hitter.
I mean, listen, it's still great.
Why would you?
Right. It's still a great pitching accomplishment to no-hit a guy
it's kinda-
team through 7.
it's kind of like in like in high school when they when you're playing 7 inning games, like a no hitter, perfect game. They're cool, they're fun, but it's not like
Yeah, you didn't go 9.
yeah, it's not a full thing. Even though like that is what you play.
That's regulation.
Like
Yeah.
I have thrown no hitters in perfect game, and
What a flex.
it does like it feels good, but it's not the. I don't know.
You wanted to see
It's
how
like-
long. It's kind of one of those things where you want
it's
to see how
like,
long you keep it up.
Could I have gone another 2 innings and touched
Right.
an actual complete game? So
Yeah.
You want to hear the official ruling? I'll tell you.
Yeah.
I got it right now. From MLB.com. All right. Neither a team nor an individual pitcher will be credited with a no hitter in a scheduled 7-inning game of a doubleheader unless that game goes into extra innings.
That's
interesting.
I guess it's to keep the integrity at 9
Yeah.
innings.
Yeah, but it's the same thing with like a rain delay. Guys
So
got no hitter through
Let me ask you
7
something,
inning
Mac.
game
Is
gets rained out.
that a written rule or an unwritten rule?
That's a written rule.
That's written.
It's 100% a written rule.
Too
just
specific
read-
to be unwritten.
He just read it.
No, I know.
I'm just fucking blood on my ass.
But you're talking about the integrity of the game kind of shit,
Yeah,
that's what these unwritten rules are for. The integrity of the game.
It's also not to skew the history books as well.
yeah.
I don't
I
think
get
any
it.
pitcher's gonna sit there and like after a 7-inning game be like, oh shit, got a no hitter. Like, no, you still need 6, 9 outs, 6.
6.
Yeah.
6, yeah.
Math, not your.
Whatever, close enough. I got it right.
You tried. You tried.
But yeah, no, I mean, it's an interesting topic to talk about because
Yeah,
obviously, if it's a
good
complete,
start.
it's a complete game. You got the no hitter. You see those zeros across the board on the pitching line. It's still an accomplishment.
No, of course
Yeah.
it's still an accomplishment.
Great
I mean,
start, dude.
It just sucks that you're not going to get credit for said accomplishment.
especially nowadays with how rare it is for a starting pitcher to even go into the 7th inning. I mean,
Yeah, I think
that in itself is an accomplishment.
only 3 Braves have gone into the 5th twice this year.
Is that why Max Fried has a fucking what is it?
Rotation spot.
No.
Yeah, it's a sub 160 ERA.
Yeah, what's he like one?
It's 1.6.
Oh yeah,
I'm
it's
looking at it right
it's
now,
like
actually.
minuscule. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure he's averaging like 4 innings a start.
Yeah, I think because Ian Anderson went into the 5th today, so he became the
Third.
third.
Third, you
Yeah,
said?
it was him, Fried, and I think Fultonevich
Okay.
because they brought him back right after they DFA'd him.
I don't know. Is he on the big league club? Is that what you're saying?
I don't know. I'm trying to find the tweet exactly. Thought I had it.
Well, if that was the case, he would still be on the big league club. So
Yeah.
no.
No. Let's see if
Nope.
I can find it.
He's even on the 40 man. He's not
He's
even
on there.
the 40 man.
He's not even on there 60. Then he got. Yeah,
Oh,
he
they
got
never
it.
bring up. They never bring him back.
Yeah.
Well,
That sucks.
See, now I want to find out who that third player is.
I mean,
Well,
how many
either way.
options
It
could
would
it be?
be probably be
Ian
Kyle
Anderson
Wright.
did it. No, Kyle Wright has been horrible. Barely made
Oh,
it before.
I thought it was just pitchers going for
Could've-
it.
Maybe
probably
it was
dude.
Soroka,
The
yeah.
first pick.
It's probably
Soroka,
something
probably,
like
yeah.
that.
so is that it on the Braves, Max, for you on the pitching?
Yeah.
All right. So speaking about the Braves, with Marcell Ozuna tonight, hit 3 dingers at Fenway. First National League player to do that ever. Pretty cool.
Mhm.
I kind
And-
of think that's pretty cool. Yeah.
The
Yeah.
first player since Mark Teixeira in 2010 to do it at Fenway. First away player.
And when was Fenway built?
19.
Like
Well,
13
that
or
doesn't
whatever.
matter. You have to realize that
Well-
interleague play started in what 97 or 98.
Even in World Series though.
Yeah, but
I They also didn't track home runs until a certain time too. So.
Yeah,
That's fair.
That's only a handful of games. I mean,
But either way, that's still impressive.
and how many players have even hit 3 home runs in a playoff game? Like,
But again, either way, it's still impressive
player.
given the history of it.
It's definitely
no, of course it's impressive. I'm just saying it's not as big of a time
like
as you expect.
Yeah,
I get that.
What was it? Yeah, early mid '90s is when interleague play really started.
Yeah, I believe
Now
it's
definitely
97.
it's definitely a little easier now that you're playing at least one one team's at least playing interleague every day.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly. Since the Astros moved over to the American League.
Yeah,
So,
which is crazy to think about too.
Yeah.
If you don't think about it,
So talking about 3 home run games tonight, Alex Dickerson hit 3 homers tonight. He has 3 homers and a double.
So
None of those home runs are the hardest hit ball he hit tonight.
yeah, he probably roped the fucking double in the gap.
Exit velo at 112.3 on the double.
Yeah, he probably roped in the gap. Are they in San Francisco?
I think so.
Yeah.
Dude, he's always had pop. He
was good. Where was he before? He was
the Padres, right?
He wasn't.
He was he had like that weird run with the Padres, like him and Ryan Schimpf, right?
Ryan Schimpf, yeah.
Yeah, but remember they just like kept hitting homers.
Yeah, he was on the Padres. You're correct. Oh, and the Pirates, but that was. Oh, he got traded to the Pirates for that one half season. Right, I remember that.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, you're talking about guys moving around. Fucking, how about Yachty staying for 2,000 games as a Cardinal?
God bless.
It's hard to find that kind of longevity, loyalty, and shit like that in today's game.
Especially as a catcher,
No
too.
doubt.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
still be like decent, like not like a
And he's-
liability. Like,
Been healthy, too, his entire career, which is amazing.
Yeah.
yeah,
The fact that his knees haven't given
Yeah.
out yet is very impeccable.
Still, what is he like? What 30,
He's 36, 37.
37?
Yeah,
I mean,
something like that.
to be as elite defensively as a catcher for that long is
Yachty's
crazy.
30. He's 38.
Oh, is he
38?
okay.
wow.
Turned 38 back in July.
Well, 38, and to be that good defensively still is honestly crazy.
Career 282 hitter.
Really?
Yeah, and he was.
not a
very-
liability. Dude. He's
Doesn't
decent
have
his
2,000 hits,
defense
though.
has dropped off a little bit, but
Well, you just said that he just played his 2000th game.
Yeah. He's got 1982 hits.
okay. He's on the DL right now, but he'll probably get that by the end of the year.
Yeah.
You guys think he's a Hall of Famer?
hitter. I don't, but
At the
Why not?
it's
I'm a little more like I don't know, dude. I'm a little more like
9-time
See, I'm not really-
All-Star, 9-time Gold
Hold on,
Glover.
Max. Hold on, Max.
We're not
but the
talking to
accolades-
you.
The accolades, dude, accolades don't matter, right? They really don't. Okay, maybe over a long period of time they do, but it's like, dude, it's like the same thing. I don't want to get too much into it. It's like the same thing when people talk about Garrett Cole. Like, it's like, yeah, he didn't win the Cy Young last year. Like, bro, he could have easily won a Cy Young. He probably should have. Like, it doesn't matter. Whatever. Yachty, it just, I don't know.
He's not. I don't think he'll get voted in, but he'll be a Veterans Committee player.
Okay,
I
I
wouldn't
can
have
see
a
that.
problem if he got in, you know?
No,
But,
not
like,
at all.
Right.
He'll be like influential to the game or something like that. Like
Yeah.
he'll get in on something like that.
Okay.
dude,
Just
I
because his stats
you
aren't
think-
super phenomenal.
Right. When you think of a Hall of Famer, right? You think of like Hall of Fame catchers, Yogi Berra, fucking Piazza, Bench, right?
Mhm.
You think of like
Gary
elite
Carter.
offense.
Gary Carter,
Gary
yeah.
Carter, yeah. I'm missing a few, but I'm just naming.
Yeah.
Right? You think of elite offense along with the defense, right? To me, he's more of a one-sided player, right? And if you're gonna put him in the Hall of Fame with him, well, I mean, with those guys, it looks lopsided.
I mean,
So
He's
wait,
also-
wait.
doesn't. I mean, he has the World Series, which helps him a little bit.
280. Wait, you mean 282 isn't elite for a catcher?
All right, bro, we're talking batting average. Give me more numbers. Like, come on,
Slash
nobody's
line of
gonna-
282, 333, 405. An OPS
700.
plus for his career
Okay.
of 98.
Mm.
Exactly. He's a below league average
Yeah.
hitter.
Yeah, like in
That's-
in his career, his total WAR is only 50.
But so my
Right.
thing with that is that that's below average league hitter, whereas you're kind of expecting a catcher to have
Below average.
Yeah, to be below
What's
average.
what's
and
average?
2 points to be 2%
100,
below
right?
average.
Yeah.
What?
Average is 100, right?
For the league, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is for, like, I don't know what it would be in comparison for all catchers, but my thing with Yachty is that he's just been, I don't know if you can necessarily say that there's been a better defensive catcher throughout his career. And, I mean,
not really.
like, so for me personally, like, if Ozzie Smith is in the Hall of Fame with his 28 career home runs,
Yeah,
that kind of pushes Yachty in that he's the best defensive catcher of all time.
So like on Baseball Reference, I'm on his page right now. It says they have the similarity scores on the bottom.
Okay.
I was looking at that too. Yeah.
His batting is like Benito Santiago and AJ Pierzynski are like too close, and none of the people that he's similar to, batting wise at least, are Hall of Famers.
Number 6 on that list, Ernie
Yeah,
Lombardi.
but, like,
he got in through
he got in through back channels.
Yeah.
So is Yachty the best defensive catcher of all time? So let's. I don't know.
All time?
I would personally say so.
I think he,
I don't know.
if he's
I don't
not,
know
No,
based off
I don't
statistics.
think he is.
I don't know based off of stats, but
See, look,
if he's not, he's
on all the
among-
numbers.
He's
If
close,
he's-
but he's top 2 or 3.
yeah.
easy.
All right. See, the thing with Ozzie Smith is he not the best defensive shortstop of all time? Yes or no?
The Wizard, yes.
Yes.
Exactly. Okay, so like he has that, right? He has
Mhm.
that there.
Yeah,
You
but he
could
also
put him in the
batted,
Hall of
like,
Fame.
300.
So hang on. But you just said something about having it being a one-sided player.
But Ozzy
Right,
actually
but
hit.
if you're gonna be a one-sided player, you have to be the best all time. If Yachty's not the best all time, and you're gonna put him in there with Carter, Bench, guys who outclass his hitting by a landslide, Piazza too, like come on, man.
But I think in a premier defensive position that it means a little bit more,
Right.
like it did
Like
for
you
Ozzie
said.
Smith. at
Ozzie Smith
shortstop.
also stole 600 bases.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even know that. I
Yeah.
didn't realize he had sold 600.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ozzy was fast as fuck.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. No, I totally get what you're saying. I don't think
I
that
don't
he's
have a problem
definitely
if the
not
guy
a
gets
first
in.
ballot, but I
No,
can
no.
see him. He could be like a.
He'll get in. He'll get in eventually.
He could be an 8-9 or a veteran guy, 8-9-10 or veteran guy like Mike said. And
Andrew Jones will get in the Hall of Fame. Yadier Molina should be in the Hall of Fame.
Andrew Jones should be in the
here.
Hall of Fame.
Andrew Jones, yeah.
Andrew Jones is an all-way player.
And I think with the weak ballot this year, he might have a boost.
Should.
Probably.
Hope he gets in.
How
We'll
long
talk
did
about
Andrew,
that
Did Andrew
another
Jones
time.
even do it for that long?
We'll talk about that at another time. In
Because
November
there's-
when the.
Well, no, the preliminary ballot came out.
Oh, did it?
Not the finalists, but the
I don't care.
preliminary.
We're talking about it in November.
Yeah,
and then
well,
again
yeah,
in
definitely.
January.
Yeah. We're
Oh, we're almost there.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, September.
months.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's crazy.
September 1st already.
But yeah,
Thank
Yachty,
God.
4-time platinum platinum glove, 9-time Gold Glove, 9-time All Star, and as you said, he's got the 2 World Series rings.
I-
got accolades, no doubt.
I think the
Yeah.
2 World Series, and you look at those teams, he really was the leader of both those clubs. No,
Yeah. No. Sorry, I wasn't.
06?
It was him and Matt Holliday.
right.
06 though.
Hello.
Oh,
Carpenter.
06?
Yeah,
No, it was
Pujols.
Pujols.
Oh, 6 was Pujols, right? Okay. But
Pujols
either way,
was there
Pujols
in-
and Yachty were
Pujols was there in 2011 too.
Yeah.
right, and then he left in 12.
In that offseason. Yes.
Okay, he was
No.
one of the leaders. You know,
Yes,
one of
yeah,
those.
no, of course,
yeah.
of course. I know. But I'm just saying, I mean, I don't think that leadership really fucking matters.
Right.
If it mattered,
I'm
then-
saying.
Then
Yeah,
David Wright's a first ballot Hall of Famer.
that's for sure.
We're going.
But that's not a
technically-
qualification.
But
technically-
Go ahead,
Oh,
Mike.
sorry.
No, go
Sorry.
ahead.
Technically, Yachty is the 3rd best defensive catcher of all time.
Behind
who?
who?
Well, who's 1 and 2?
Behind 2 being
Got
Gary
Pudge.
Carter and 1
Gary-
being Pudge.
Yeah.
Pudge.
I
Yeah,
think
also in
Pudge
the Hall of
has-
Fame.
And who'd be number 4?
Yeah.
How big of a difference are we looking
Scrolling
here?
down, we're
like
scrolling down.
3 to 4, 5 to 6, 1 to 2.
Scrolling
You know?
down.
Yeah. I mean,
It's a large drop
I have
off.
to- Yeah, I have to look at the gaps in the
Unless
two.
Right,
unless
but it's
I
4
don't
Hall
know
of
who these
Famers, what we're
guys are.
saying.
yeah, that's where I was going
It's
with.
a lot of points. Like
Is
it's a significant drop. It's at least
Yeah.
10 points.
And then
Carlton Fisk is the next name I see that I know. That's a catcher.
And then
Yeah.
just to
And
like
he's
put
at
it
17 points compared to Yachty, who's at 25.5.
Fisk is a Hall of Famer, no?
Yes.
yes, and then I'd want to like compare it comparatively what the offensive stats are to get a better judgment on it. But that I'll do on my own time. And
Yeah, this is the whole conversation. Like,
I don't know how
Okay.
the fuck we got onto this one.
I'll come back with my homework because Max was saying that Yachty hit 2,000 games.
Oh, right.
yep, he had
With,
2,000 games with the
Adam-
Cardinals.
And Adam Wainwright, they were together for
Most of
how
them.
many? Yeah, pretty much
Yeah,
both their
Both their
entire
careers.
careers, and he just threw a complete game. Wainwright,
Honest-
Right.
39th birthday?
Yeah.
Which was also Yachty's 2000th game.
yes,
Did you guys see that they both took off their masks to hug?
Yeah.
Listen, hey, at least someone's they're taking it seriously. Well, Yachty had COVID though. That's the thing.
Yeah.
did he?
Yeah.
Oh. So he's like
Let's-
me, immune.
Yeah, there you go. Let's see what other news we got. Steve Cohen.
Yes,
This will flow
Uncle-
perfectly.
Uncle Stevie.
This will flow perfectly right into what Macca wants to discuss too. Uncle Stevie Cohen. Big money bags right there, and entered exclusive negotiations.
Yep.
With
The New York Mets
yeah, well, yeah,
for the New York Mets with
with
Will.
scumbags, with the scumbag Wilpons.
All right, relax, buddy.
They still want 5%, so they can make some money on it. I read somewhere that the deal does not include SNY,
Really?
so he's gonna try and pursue SNY elsewhere, and a separate deal apparently.
So the Wilpons will continue to own.
SNY, from what I read, yeah.
Okay.
The J-Rod group withdrew from the bidding, with
They're
J-Lo kind of putting out a weird statement
getting
too.
roasted online.
Yeah, with her.
Yo, that was just bad timing.
What? Do you know what her tweet was, Max?
It was a picture with almost like it was like an Instagram story type caption.
Okay.
Let's see what we can find here. I got it.
What about a thing where she was going about how they're like minorities and stuff?
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Yeah, I'll pull it up. Did she delete it?
Yeah, she did.
Yeah, she did.
She did.
Go to Google.
Yeah. First off, the fact that she deleted it speaks volumes for how poorly timed it was. It came out like right after the Chadwick Boseman death was announced, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Also, we should probably touch on that. R.I.P. to a fucking legend.
Jackie
Guys.
Robinson.
a great movie.
Yep.
Fantastic movie, and I think the Robinson family said he handled it with the utmost respect
Dude,
to Jackie,
he was amazing in that movie.
to the game,
Amazing.
and to the story. He was absolutely phenomenal in that movie. So R.I.P. to a legend. Colon cancer, died at 43. So the J-Lo tweet was, where is it? Alex and I are so disappointed with 2 exclamation points. We worked so hard the past 6 months with the dream of becoming the first minority couple and the first woman owner to buy her father's favorite baseball team with our hard-earned money. We still haven't given up. I said they wish the Wilpons and everybody in the Met organization the best, and yada yada yada. Kinda-
What happened with like Jeff Lunau?
Oh, so yeah, that basically killed the deal. So A-Rod had actually reached out to Jeff Lunau and kind of as a consultation kind of thing.
Yeah.
And once Manfred heard about that, kind of killed the deal.
Yeah. I mean,
Because I'm pretty sure everybody wanted the A-Rod J-Lo bid because it was one of their own. It was a minority couple. It was all those factors where there's also the ownership experience with, I think Vincent Viola, his name is, Viola, the Florida Panthers owner.
okay.
So, first off, they had the group to do it. They had the money, they said. But
Huge group.
But the fact that, I blame A-Rod for this. Jeff Lunau is disgraced in the game of baseball.
Well, he's suspended. He's not allowed to be involved in anything Major
Right.
League Baseball related.
No, it wasn't that he. It wasn't that. That wasn't the reason. It was the fact that he reached out to a guy who had such an integral part in the.
That's what he said. It's literally what he said.
Yeah.
I thought you were saying because he's suspended.
No, he's the guy that's suspended. Just go.
But yeah, no. So the fact that happened it just completely killed the deal. And then I read somewhere. I sent it to you.
Shut up for a second. You were this close from making me mute you. Proceed.
Okay, good. I was gonna message you to do that.
I have a question of two Mets fans to you guys.
Okay.
I mean, do you guys really think that Steve Cohen is gonna just like come in and turn the franchise around?
So
I mean, dude,
turn around. Go.
Yeah.
And then we'll take our turns.
Friday night after doubleheader sweep, after the whole thing got announced, I swear to fucking God, you would have thought, like, Mets fans, bro, like, you guys literally thought this was it. Like, this is it. He's our Lord and Savior. And then look what happened in the last, like, 4 days. I mean, do you really think that's how it's going to work? Like, I don't know. I mean, you guys are rational people, too.
There's nothing he can do. He's not in control right now, so there's nothing really he does.
So I said something to Billy earlier where it was Buster Olney reporting on it. You know, most new owners are going to want to make a splash to endear themselves to their fan base. Steve Cohen has fucking money bags lined up at the entrance of Citi Field for any free agent to visit. JT Realmuto is a free agent at the end of the year. The Mets need a catcher. You can't tell me that Moneybag Steve Cohen right here isn't going to back up the Brinks truck for JT Realmuto just to make the splash, to help the team, and to endear himself to the Mets fans. Listen, that alone will help
offer as much money. Yeah, but he can offer as much money as he wants, right? He can, but there's other teams in the bidding process. Doesn't necessarily mean you're guaranteed. He might help. I don't know.
It helps that we're not the Knicks.
Okay, so with what Max said, he's right that a new owner is going to want to show a new attitude.
Oh, no doubt.
And,
I'm not disagreeing there.
Obviously, me being rational, I know that he's not going to just fucking flip the team around.
No.
It'll be a gradual thing. I think that with the team, they have talent on the team, and I have a real good feeling that a big part of it is, just the organization as a whole that contributes to the lack of success, I guess. So, as a new owner, if I was to buy the Mets tomorrow, you say goodbye to fucking everybody. Everybody's getting fired. Head to toe, that's goodbye. Brody, gone. He's probably the first one gone. And I'll run and I said this to Max the other day, I was like, I'll run the entire team by myself until I find suitable people. I'll be the fucking manager, fucking third base coach. I'll do everything.
I'd keep Chili Davis.
Oh, Chili Davis, yeah.
That might be the only person.
There's pretty much everybody.
I don't mind Rojas, but I'd change his position. I wouldn't make him a manager.
Yeah, I don't care for him at manager right now. But yeah, I mean that's what I would do.
I'd extend Conforto first thing.
Yes, and I think that they are, the catcher position is a huge thing. I think that there's a very good chance that he will pursue Realmuto very hard, and with DeGrom and Realmuto, if you look at his record with his battery mate over his career, he's helped them a lot. So he's a big piece to get, and yeah, that's really it. I don't think that he's going to turn the team right around in the day that he buys the team, though.
Right. I get what you're saying, but I think people are a little like.
Yes, we're Met fans. We're delusional. We get it.
All right, I was going to go that far, but I mean, you said it, so I'm not going to.
I have to.
I still think the problem is it's not even. I mean, all right, so the Wilpons aren't great, right? Everybody knows that, right?
Yeah.
But the problem still lies within the team you put on the field, the manager you have, who really has not impressed me at all, and their GM, who I think is a little trigger happy to make a lot of decisions, especially trades.
A little.
I mean, the guy just brought in Robinson Chirinos, Todd Frazier, and Miguel Castro. They're all -3 combined WAR.
Keep in mind, he traded the 14th best prospect for that guy from the Orioles.
Kevin Smith sucked.
Castro, dude, I've watched him for years. The guy can't throw a strike.
He was the minor league pitcher of the year last year.
So
it's great.
Ooh,
Cool.
Miguel Castro?
Just no.
with our insanely weak system when it comes to pitching,
listen, I'm just saying.
He was like the only one that's besides David Peterson that was kind of
competent,
higher level.
I get what you're saying, but I'm just saying, either way, he's very trigger happy, as Maga said, to make the big trade to give away this young talent.
Yes, that's what scares me with
the Mets. The problem with the Mets is I've been seeing it since day one, bro. They have guys out of position. Fucking Dom Smith in left field, McNeil in left field, bro. Like
actually, they both been playing good defensively, but
I don't know.
Surprisingly,
I saw a few bad plays from them in the Subway Series, but I mean, obviously,
we'll get to that.
Yeah, well, you don't have a lockdown center fielder, like an all-around center fielder type guy. Right field, Conforto needs to stay there. They need him on the team. I mean, a lot of it comes down to this year offensively. Alonso and McNeil are not living up.
McNeil figured it out today and yesterday.
So I'm just going to touch quickly on Stevie Cohen, then we'll get back to that. By the way, that there has been, Max, you sent this to me, right, that there has been worry from other other owners, because they need 23 of the 30 to vote yes to him getting the team.
Right.
And there's been worry from other owners that because he will become the richest owner in baseball, that he will go on a frenzy, basically. But so here's my thing with that: it's not a crazy free agency this year.
No.
Right. So
really, Real Muto is really the headliner, and I don't even know who next would be. Marcus Semien, I guess.
Trevor Bauer.
They're gonna re-sign him. He's not going anywhere.
Oh, he's no shot.
He, it's not crazy, so I don't really see
Springer.
free agency.
LeMay, goat.
He's gonna get re-signed.
LeMay is staying as a Yankee. Yeah.
It's Springer is the next big one.
Yeah, there's like a few.
It's Springer and Semien, and then if Giancarlo opts out, which he won't.
Well, yeah.
That contract is so friendly to him.
So
that's pretty much it.
My thing is that I don't really get where their worry comes from. If the Yankees and the Dodgers have been spending like this for the past fucking 10 years. Well, Yankees for the past 100, but
people don't understand that you can't just you also just can't spend money, right? Like you have to you have to actually be making money also to spend money. Right. Like they're on a fucking payroll, right? You have people to pay. You know what I'm saying? Like it all balances out. Like you're not just gonna go out there and start signing everybody, just because you like.
And it's like the Padres, that rebuild they tried to do with Matt Kemp, with all those guys. What was it, back in 2014?
Yeah.
That Padres rebuild that never came to fruition.
Yeah, of the veterans.
Yeah. They just blew it up within a year.
Marlins did it when they rebranded, moved to Miami and everything.
After Jose Reyes, yep.
The new stadium. Mark Burley, Jose Reyes, fucking. I'm missing a bunch. They went off that off.
Yeah. They traded for Ozzie Guillen, manager.
And then
That's still my favorite part about
Reyes is gone. Everybody's gone.
Yeah.
But so, I get what you're saying with that, and you also got to remember though, the owners are going to see this. I think that it's in the ballpark of 2.5 billion for the Mets is what I've been seeing.
Mm-hmm.
Makes sense.
You have Steve Cohen, a multi-billionaire, dropping $2.5 billion on a baseball club. That's going to automatically enhance the prices of the other teams. The Mets aren't the premier New York team either. So teams like Kansas City,
already valued at $3 billion.
3 or 4, yeah.
Oh, okay.
But it's going to help teams like Kansas City. It's going to help teams like Arizona. It's going to help those smaller market teams.
It'll increase revenue sharing as well.
Yeah, exactly. So there's no downside really to Steve Cohen.
No, I think that it brings a lot of attention to to it.
Yeah.
I think it could be only good, honestly. I don't see a downside to it, really.
I mean, and I think
Need to
Mets
change the
fans have been clamoring for the savior, and here he
Yeah, I
comes.
mean,
hopefully,
Wilpons
I think
have owned
it's
the
just
team.
good for them. Yeah, I think it's just good for them to get rid of the fucking Wilpons. It's just like,
Just need a
like,
different
bro,
culture as a
that's
whole.
what I'm saying, dude. It's like it's just a bad culture over there. You can tell, man. When the Mets are down, they're down, dude. Like,
Yep.
shit.
and we don't just stay down. We get up knowing we're gonna get beaten down further, and try to even and give us a little bit of hope. But then like, nah, get the fuck back.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, that's what I think the biggest
Yeah.
part for it is for me. That's why, just pulling for. I was pulling for anybody to fucking buy the team, honestly, but I'm good with Steve Cohen, and I think that they just need a total change of culture.
although
Go on,
Billy and Mike, real quick on my last note on Steve Cohen. The last time the Mets control shifted hands, 86.
That's when it
Yeah.
was.
That's when
85 to 86.
Fred took over in the offseason after 85.
Yeah, but he had already been a minority owner.
So
And,
was Steve Cohen.
No. Differently though. Wilpon did have a hand in the team from, I believe, 83 when Sterling Group bought it, right?
Yeah, so either way, he built that, but then he bought out the rest of the shares to
Yes.
get to that 80 right before 86.
Yeah, he probably paid like what, 300,000.
If that. But yeah, no. Listen, I'm just saying.
No, I know.
You got to frame it the right way. And Mets fans try to frame it as best they can, unlike Yankee fans who talk about a spin zone.
You want to talk about Yankee fans? You want me
Go
to
ahead.
talk about Yankee? All right.
I'd love to hear this.
I mean, dude, this whole all right. So Garrett Cole's last 2 outings, right? He's given up 8 runs, 9 runs, and like 10 innings pitched, right?
Sell him.
If you want to, right, dude, the fucking Yankee fans go nuts, right? I mean, dude, guy pitches 5 innings, gives up 4 runs, a couple solo homers, and like the fucking world is crashing down. Like, oh my god, a waste of $300 million. This and I'm like, bro, it's a fucking 60 game. First of all, have perspective, right? His numbers, if you want to just look at strictly results, they're not great, right? Barely a sub 4 ERA. He still has more strikeouts than innings pitched by a good amount, right? WHIP is still low. Walks are still in good shape, even though he had 4 walks yesterday, which probably almost doubled his whole total from the whole season. But listen, man, obviously nobody's gonna sit here and say that $300 million to a pitcher is a great deal, right? They obviously overpaid, but bro, to say after 8 starts that you overpaid, bro, you're all fucking delusional. They're all idiots, okay?
Welcome to our world.
Listen to this. Last year, he was worse through 8 starts. Look at how that turned out. Okay, he went on a fucking rampage. Obviously, everything's magnified now, but it's not that deep, right? Had a couple off games. He's a fucking human being, right?
He's in a much smaller park now, though.
I mean, yeah, but
Kinda.
Yankee Stadium hasn't really affected him, other than that home run to G-Man Choi yesterday. That's it.
Even though Choi owns him.
Yeah, it's a very weird thing that they got going on there. I don't know. If you really want to look into his numbers, bro, if you look at the first 2, right? It was the one against the Orioles where Boone left them out too long, ran out of gas. You bring in the bullpen on that start. You're looking at a 1-run start. Same thing against the Rays where he left them out too long. And if you literally take away G-Man Choi, his ERA is probably half a point low, maybe more. I mean, it's insane. It's really unbelievable. It's pump the guy's head after 2 bad starts. Not even bad, mediocre. It doesn't help this. Doesn't feel well right now.
His BABIP's pretty good. I mean, it's above league average. Not above. I mean, it's better than league average.
His numbers aren't great because
His FIP isn't good, but his BABIP isn't bad. He's on balls in play. He's 265. It's pretty good.
Yeah, but I mean, he's getting rocked. What his fastball is, it's
See, he's just giving up a lot of home runs because his left on base percentage is 91%.
That's what I'm saying, dude. It's a lot of solo homers. His runs, I would say, it's got to be
And his
of
average
runs are
against is 224. Like, yeah, he's only giving up long
Really?
balls.
And that's crazy. Is that I went up a bunch since last time. Like, it went up like the most hits he gave up was yesterday.
He gave up like what did he give up like 6 or 7 hits in that game?
Yeah, it was a lot of like shitty ground ball hits, other than the couple hard hit balls he gave up, power homers.
Yeah.
And actually, if you really want to look at his start yesterday, he had runners on every inning, and he still only gave up 4 runs. Bases loaded, ran out a couple times. I mean, you want to know when they starts? When they don't have it, they find a way to keep your team in the game. That's what he did.
His biggest problem is barrel percentage. 10% of his balls are getting barreled up.
Yeah.
When he misses in the zone, which he has been, he's been getting lit up.
Yeah, his hard hit percentage is
Margin of
50%.
error. You know what I'm saying? Like, guys sitting on your fastball, the margin of error there is just, especially against good teams.
He's giving up a lot of fly balls as compared to last year. Like his whole career, he's been majority ground ball pitcher.
Well, that's because once he came to Houston, they took away his 2-seam and sinker, and that's when he became a monster. But,
yeah, his ground ball, fly ball the last 2 years have been pretty much equal.
Yeah, he pitches up in the zone now, so it makes sense.
Yeah.
The dumbest thing I see, he was only good in Houston, I wonder why. Like, bro.
Yeah, his soft contact has dropped significantly from when he was in Pittsburgh. Yeah,
Yeah, but it's hard to generate soft contact when you're throwing.
well, yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like,
confirming your point.
yeah, so, like, I don't know, if you want to look at it, it's just fastball command hasn't been there this year and so far, so. Because his slider's better, his curveball's better, his changeup was really good yesterday. So, like, he'll be all right. Yankee fans are lost.
Welcome to our world.
Yep.
I mean, I'll go into it a little further. Yankee fans. I mean, if you want to look into it, like, really, like, you can't expect Garrett Cole to give up 1 run or no runs every start. Like you just, like, I'm sure he feels the weight of the world on him right now, coming off a rough losing streak. He's got to beat the Rays. He knows the offense isn't going to score a bunch. He knows he's the only pitch. Him and Tanaka, the only 2 pitches that are like, you know, your stoppers right now. And like when half the Yankees lineup is batting under 200, it's like, well, what do you expect? There's a ton of automatic outs. Right now the Yankees are being carried by 2 hitters, 3: Urshela, Voit, LeMahieu. That's my piece.
Damn, that's crazy.
I know, right?
No, not that. Sorry, I'm looking at his pitch. I'm looking at his pitch percentage per, like, each year. Like, he was throwing like 20% sinkers when he was in Pittsburgh, and then they just took it away.
Because Pittsburgh, their pitching philosophy is sinkers, right?
Yeah, because they want to keep the ball down.
There. Exactly, their philosophy is sinkers. Fucking Glasnow gets out of there. The Rays teach him preach high fastball, 4-seam. Get on top of it.
He's throwing
Same thing with Houston.
He's throwing significantly more sliders.
This year?
Yes.
Yeah. I mean,
he's throwing 25% sliders.
As to what?
Wow.
40% fastballs?
54.
Yeah, exactly. So it's fastball slider, probably throws a curveball in there.
His curveball's 15 and his changeup's 5.
See, the problem with his curveball is that if your fastball's not that good right now, the curveball's not going to look that good. The fastball has to be like, he has to have fastball command to use a curveball effectively, right? If you're leaving a curveball a fastball middle, and then you drop a curveball on the same plane, it's you know, it lights up the hitter's eyes.
Yeah.
Point is, he'll be all right.
While we're talking pitching real quick before we get into the Subway Series, I just want to touch on this. Sonny Gray tonight extended his Major League record streak of consecutive starts without allowing more than 6 hits to 40.
Sheesh.
5 innings, 4 hits. Guy is just unreal right now.
He got lit up today.
Yeah, 4 hits though.
Yeah, I know. But
His ERA is at a 3.19, so his Cy Young candidacy might have taken a big hit there.
Man, his ERA went up a whole point more. So 1 start. That's crazy.
Unreal.
Yeah.
People don't get, like, bro, that's 2020. Like, small sample size, bro. 1 bad outing.
Yep.
Dude.
It's kind of like what relievers in a normal season. Imagine what
exactly.
relievers are like now.
Well, you can't look at ERA for relievers.
Right. Josh Hader's at a 0.
Bro, Chad Green
Josh Hader's still a 0.
I think so, yeah.
Is he?
Last I saw, yeah.
Bro, last year, Chad Green, his first
They're
month of
super
April was fucking
conservative.
horrible. And then he finished the year with like a 4.1, 9 ERA, something like that. But he was nasty after one bad month. Excuse everything.
Yeah, no, entirely. I mean, Edwin Diaz does suck, but I mean, last year he gave up. I forgot how many runs he gave up. 29, I think, and 19 of them were in 3 games.
Yeah. It was that stretch against the Nats game.
Yeah.
You know, the margin
So, I
for
mean-
error is very small.
Yeah. So it's kind of the same thing with relievers in a normal season.
Jake Diekman's still at a 0 too.
How much has he pitched?
12 innings.
Oh, ooh.
Right. That's what you're saying, though. That's what we're talking about. It's
I know.
Yeah. Let's see if I can find for this year.
See, since we were talking about it, like, Yu Darvish is having a sick year.
Yeah.
Yep.
But Jacob deGrom's going to three-peat, even though he has 2 wins.
Listen, he only has one loss though.
That's true.
DeGrom's stats are, like, stupid.
He's over 500 this year.
I love that he gave up 4 runs yesterday.
1 was
One
earned.
Well, one earned. Yeah.
Hey, his ERA dropped. He gives
All
up
right,
4 runs, but his ERA drops.
Let's get into the Subway Series.
Well, DeGrom and Cole didn't pitch.
Which is kind of funny, actually.
Yeah.
Takes away the most fun of it.
They played 5 games, and neither of them pitched.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, Cole was supposed to pitch, but that game against Atlanta got canceled, and they had to make a doubleheader. That was tragic.
All these doubleheaders are fucking killing me. Like, I don't know what game is 7 innings, what game is 9.
Yeah, it's annoying.
I don't know who the home
Just
team is
assume
anymore.
Just assume it's 7, and then if it goes 9, you'll be surprised.
I don't know who the home team is anymore at these games.
Oh, yeah, because
Yeah, that series was whack.
game 2. Game 2.
Game 2, Rosario hits a walk-off in Yankee Stadium wearing the road grays after
But that-
being the road team for Game 1.
But they were home in Game 5 too, right?
Yeah.
It must have
yeah.
been.
Yeah.
Like,
Like,
the
I don't-
Grand Slam.
How cool
Yeah,
would it
yeah.
have been if they went from stadium to stadium?
They should have. Like Macca said, they should have done.
Could have split the series up. Like, bro, you could have played the first 2 at Yankee Stadium at home, went to fucking Citi Field the next day, went to Yankee Stadium, back to Yankee Stadium, and then on Wednesday or whatever they played. Did they play? No, what did they play Friday this week? I don't fucking know. Play at Citi Field.
Friday.
Yeah. Just doesn't
They
make
played
sense.
2-1-2, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
2 and 2.
Yeah, and the Mets are home for 2 of those, right?
They play them on
Uh-huh.
Thursday.
Yeah, they were the nightcaps. They were home for the nightcaps of the doubleheader.
Right. You could have played a doubleheader there at Citi Field. 2 games for the Mets at home. The next,
much.
you could have done a single and then a doubleheader at Yankee Stadium. Like,
I was just. I don't.
Way,
It was
way
a
too,
weird
way too simple.
series.
Way too simple.
right.
Seriously.
Right. That's what happens when the schedule makers opt out.
It's 20.
Bro, they're 20 minutes away. Jesus Christ. Just let them play at their home ballpark. Let's see.
Yeah.
Let's just talk about what happened. Fuck you, Billy.
I needed
So,
to
yeah.
do what you weren't suspecting it. Go on.
The first day of the series, I guess. Doubleheader swept by the Mets, capped by Rosario's walk-off dinger.
Yeah. And nobody knew what was going on.
He said he didn't
Yeah,
know.
he didn't
until
know.
his-
He just thought it was a home. You didn't see him. He just
Chapman
went around the
had
base.
no-
Yeah.
Nobody
Chapman was
did.
like, oh, I
It
didn't
was-
even know I gave up a walk.
It's because it's such an awkward situation.
Yeah.
Like,
Did you see the camera angle of the Mets dugout?
They were all like, "Wait, is that?"
They all throw up their arms and they like, you know, giving high fives, and then they go back to like sit down, and then they realize, and then I guess someone said something, and they all then go walk out. It was fucking so awkward.
So weird.
It was so weird.
It's like a little league thing.
That was much worse than the league.
yeah.
I think I saw something. Rosario is the first opposing player to hit a walk-off home run since what 1901 or something like that.
Something like that. I don't know.
Something
the exact
absurd.
year.
It's because let's be real. There's
When
been normal baseball.
What was the last time? Yeah, exactly. What was the last massive outbreak?
I think Yes, the last person had a walk off in general on the road, was like the 30s.
Not in their home ballpark. Yeah.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Some weird shit, but gave the Mets momentum going into the second day.
Yeah.
Dude, that series was probably, as a Yankee fan, was probably the least confident I've ever felt in a Yankees team. So I don't even know how long. Dude.
Going into it, or just in general?
Going into that 5-game set, I had no idea who was going to pitch at the end of the series. I mean, the lineup, the first 2 games, the lineups, I mean, it was probably, the game 1 was probably the worst Yankee lineup I've seen put out since, like, 2013. When they had Lyle Overbay and fucking Vernon Wells, I think. I don't even fucking
So they
know.
had the entire
those
roster.
Those guys were all stars.
They
You
had
know,
the
John
Blue Jays
Mayberry
roster?
Jr. cleaning up.
I mean, honestly, dude,
And Eric
the
Campbell
Yankee
behind
lineup,
them.
the lineup they put out for game 1, it was like half the AAA team. I was like stunned that they even scored more than 3 runs. And then, whatever. Obviously,
Was that the one where Luke Voigt hit leadoff?
probably.
Because that game threw me the fuck off. You said that in the group chat. I'm like, Luke Voigt at number 1?
I hate that shit. I hate that shit so much. He's the only guy who drives in runs right now, and you're gonna bat him leadoff to drive in who? Himself? Like, why? Like, you could literally, if you want somebody to get on base, fucking stick Hicks in the leadoff, because all the guy does is walk. That's all he's good for. Bad Voigt second or third, and let him drive somebody in. But whatever.
I have the last away team to walk it off, by the way.
Who was
It was in
that?
2009, actually.
Oh.
The Nationals did it against the Astros at Minute Maid because their
Oh,
game got
yeah.
suspended due to rain. And Josh Bard drove in the game-winning run.
Josh Bard.
Wow,
What a fucking
name.
name. Do you know who the pitcher was?
No, but for the long time one, it was 1899. St. Louis. It was Ed McKean for St. Louis at the Cleveland Spiders.
Ooh.
The old Cleveland Spiders, not the new ones.
Might be the new ones next year.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, sure.
Mac, I feel like we need a Yankee therapy session where you just go off.
Dude, I could literally rant all day about this last week. I mean, dude, what were they going? Was it 7-game losing streak, dude? Holy shit, bro.
So we'll put you in a corner with a microphone and a recording software, and we'll just let you go.
I mean, I could
Knock when you need a snack.
Half of it right now because we're in the Subway Series portion. So
Just knock when you need a snack.
Go ahead.
I mean, all right. So what we got? Game 2 here. I mean, that was a great game actually. 1-1 game. I mean, 1-0 game. Ramos ties it in the 8th. Yankees have no faith in Ottavino. They bring him out there. He gives up a home run. Shocking. And then Yankees walk it off on a wild pitch thanks to good old friend Stancis, bro. I mean, because I don't know what he's trying to do. Eric Kraft is up there. I mean, guys 0 for 3 with 3 Ks that game.
Well, he squared the bunt, so you throw it high, up and in.
I mean, sure. I mean, I guess so. Not to the
Gotta
backstop.
throw it up in.
Well, not
That's
that
not what
up,
he was
but
even
not that
trying
in.
to do. That's not even what he was trying to do.
I think he just lost it, bro.
He buckled.
He got hurt too on that
That's
pitch, didn't he?
Yep. What's with him getting hurt on pitches?
Real quick,
yeah, I don't know.
Giants scored 23 tonight.
Yeah.
What?
I saw
Frisco
19.
tonight?
Yeah.
Giants have 23 runs tonight. The only inning without a run was the one with a catcher on the mound the whole time.
I think you're talking
Fucking
about
baseball, man.
And the Rockies have the
They're
bases
still-
loaded right
Oh,
now.
they're not going. I was going to say, shit, yeah, it's the
They're gonna
Rockies.
walk it off.
Could you imagine? I don't
All
know
right,
what's
sorry.
Oh, yeah, let's get back
I
to
saw that. I just had it like, what?
All right, so what we got? We're
Right.
going to get to game 3.
Well, we were at Patan's
Combined
just getting
game.
hurt on fucking flinging into the backstop to fucking the
Yeah,
cardboard
that was-
cutouts.
Such a massive win for the Yankees.
Looks like a meat
They were
pitcher.
not- What the fuck happened in game? 4 and 5. Deivi Garcia pitches game 5.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, I guess we'll do game 4. Michael King, he was okay. I don't even remember what the fuck happened in that game. Cano hits a home run, right?
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's when the Yankees came back. Of course. I was at work, dude, and I looked up at the screen. Yeah. So I remember. I watched that whole thing back. I mean, what the fuck happened there, bro? How we?
It's
I mean,
trash.
I'll give you the short version, Macca.
No. Let
Mets.
me just say something. If you're the Mets, right? You're up 7-2, right? In the last inning, against a very weak lineup, struggling to score runs right now. How do you? I mean, how do you? The
That's
errors.
bullpen. Every no matter what offense you put out there, the Mets bullpen is worse.
Yeah, but was it even the bullpen? I mean, bro,
Yeah.
the Jimenez, 2 errors.
Did that affect it?
Yeah, dude, the game. All right, so Luke Voigt gets that little check swing. They get to go through the shift. That's why I hit the shift.
That was game 4, right?
Yeah, where they're coming back, right?
Yeah.
Tyler Estrada is rounding second, thrown out by a mile at third. Jimenez catches the ball and tags him. The game's over. Instead, he dropped it. And then wild pitch, Estrada scores. Hicks hits the 2-run homer. Ties the game.
Oh
And
yeah.
then Scheller gets the little boot single.
5 unearned runs.
Yeah. I mean, shit, dude, that can't happen. You just gave it life.
I mean,
Like, literally with Jordy Mercer in the lineup, bro, they cannot. Eric Kratz, bro, they cannot score more than 3 runs a game. And game 5, Garcia. Yeah, what the fuck was it? That was you, Mac.
it was Max. Oh, he muted himself.
It wasn't me.
Oh, here we go. Holy crap, I was trying to find this for so long.
All right. Anyway,
Might have been Mike.
No, I was trying to find out who Josh Bard hit the walk-off against.
What's he said hidden down a rabbit hole? He's not coming out.
It was Chris Sampson.
Who?
Exactly.
Yeah,
Roy Oswalt came in relief that game and pitched 5 innings.
Oh, look at that.
All right.
Tim Burkett pitched in that game.
Tim Burdick. I have his autograph, I think.
Of course you do. Proceed, Macca.
Sorry, it was hard.
All right, game 5, David Garcia gets his major league debut. Fucking dazzles.
Yo, he pitched a gem.
I didn't know that he was only 5'9".
Yeah, 5'9".
I had no idea he's a little guy. Yeah.
Yeah, he won't maintain much velocity, but he's deceptive, great off speed. His command was the biggest issue, and he fucking was pounding the strike zone. So very, very. And I didn't even want him to pitch. I wanted Schmidt to come up, but I'll take Garcia all day, dude.
I loved watching Garcia. I think the way he worked that zone was fantastic.
He was phenomenal, dude. I mean, his fastball was like, he wasn't like throwing as hard as he usually does, but it kept on a nice plane, low in the zone, mix that in with his big curveball. Like, I was very impressed, dude. And then obviously Gary Sanchez somehow hits a game-winning grand slam. I mean, I don't know in what universe the Mets allow that to happen, but
The Mets have a bullpen.
I mean, well, first of all, it's not even. First, who's calling the pitches, bro? How do you?
It's Ramos. He can't fucking catch. He has no.
It's 2-2, a 2-2 count. You just threw him 2 fastballs in a row, right? And he was a little late on him. He was timing up the second one. He timed up, right? And then you 2-2. You got a pitch to work with. The guy has a strikeout in like 40% of his at bats this year. All right, you don't even attempt to throw a slider along the way. You just go high fastball. I mean, come on, man. I mean, you just.
I'm going to relate this to what you texted us in the group chat about the concussions. Wilson Ramos has a concussion for his whole career.
It might be PTSD, though.
Shit, dude. I was like, what are you doing?
He can't call a game. Like, and he also loses. He loses like 8 strikes a game.
I'm going to be honest. I think that's also a problem with Garrett Cole. Is Gary Sanchez is not
a good defensive catcher.
No, it's not even that. I just don't like the way he calls the game. I think he calls the wrong pitch at the wrong time. Like, just sidetrack when the game against the Braves when Cole pitched first at bat against Acuna, like six fastballs. Like, bro, your ego, we know your ego's not that big, Cole. It's obviously Sanchez because he doesn't shake off Sanchez.
Is it Sanchez though? Because when you watch the game, he is he does look over to the dugout
He does, but
before the
like,
pitch.
Gary calls pretty much everything. Like a lot of the pitchers like his game calling, so I would imagine that's a good point, though.
In relation to calling games, back to Giolito's no hitter, he's literally shook off who caught McCann once.
McCann,
He said
yeah.
he shook him off once.
That's just good scouting by
chemistry.
McCann.
Yeah, it's just good chemistry too, man. Like,
Yeah.
still the
Trust.
wrong way.
Oh, that's the
Rated.
biggest thing between a pitcher and a catcher is the chemistry.
Actually, I could tie this back into the Subway Series. Fucking Eric Kratz with Debbie Garcia, bro.
His son.
That was so funny.
Yeah, dude.
Hearing that?
I mean, the
I
Yankees
can't wait to have a
literally,
catch with my son.
the Yankees literally could have DFA'd Kratz today. All right, but instead they DFA'd Jordy Mercer. Now they got 3 catchers on the team, just for Debbie Garcia and Kratz's relationship with pitchers. Like, it goes a long way, bro.
100%.
That's
And
going
I
a very
mean,
long way.
is Glaber back? Is that why they?
That's why Rene Rivera had a job for as long as he did.
Yeah, because of
They
his
got
relationship
Ocasio.
with Noah.
It's,
Rene Rivera and Noah Syndergaard had what a sub 2.2, something like
And
that.
that's why I'm happy the Mets got Chirinos.
Yeah,
I think he's gonna be a huge help for a lot of these pitchers.
He's going when DeGrom starts his next game. If he's not catching, that's kind of ridiculous.
well, it was like DeGrom and Syndergaard last year with Nito.
Yeah.
They both
where
were sub
didn't want
2.5.
Ramos to catch because Ramos can't catch. Yeah.
Yep. And DeGrom was, I think, sub 1 something.
I think he was like sub 1.8.
Like,
Something
Yeah,
stupid.
something like that. And Noah was like a 2.2 or whatever
something
it was.
stupid.
With Nito.
Watching Ramos, he honestly looks worse than Gary Sanchez behind the plate.
He does.
Well,
At least
Wilson
Gary
Ramos
can kind of move.
Looks bad at doing everything. Almost.
Bro,
he's just so slow.
as shit. Yeah,
There's a
dude.
reason they call him a buffalo.
Dude,
Yeah.
like I've been saying this for at least over a month now. Especially now that we have Chirinos, if the Mets don't decline Ramos's option, just pay him the $1.5 million, they're fucking insane.
So we're getting a little ahead of it because
Let's cross fingers that Uncle Stevie takes over, so that doesn't happen.
Okay, yeah. Now on to the main topic.
Yep.
well, yeah,
Now that we're an hour and a half in.
we also gotta make time for a word from our sponsors and my beautiful ad.
And now, a word from our sponsors.
This episode is brought to you by Thrive Fantasy. Thrive Fantasy is a daily fantasy sports app for player props only. They have eliminated the need to do countless hours of research. They only ask you about the top-tier athletes in each sport. They give you prop bets for the NBA, NFL, MLB, PGA, and even esports. In the NBA and NFL, you choose 10 out of 20 player props to build your lineup, try and score the most points you can to win a share of the prize pool. If you pick it on MLB, PGA, or esports, you choose 5 out of 10 prop bets, and you build your lineup that way. The more points the selection is worth, the riskier it is. You rack up the most points, you want to share the prize pool, as always. Thrive Fantasy has awarded over $1.3 million in prizes since launching in 2018. How do you get a bonus from us? Use the promo code TAP20 when you sign up today, and you'll receive an instant $20 bonus on your first deposit of $20 or more. Download Thrive Fantasy in the App Store or the Play Store, or by visiting their website, www.thrivefantasy.com. Sign up today, and remember to use the code TAP20 to get a $20 bonus on your first deposit of $20 or more. Good luck, go win some money.